Wondering if the Honda XR600R is the right dirt bike for you? It's not for every rider, but there's a reason why there's a lot of history from this big-bore four-stroke. The 1993 Honda XR600R is a legendary off-road motorcycle, part of Honda's XR series, which was designed for dirt riding and off-road enthusiasts. It combines rugged durability with a powerful engine, making it a popular choice for trail riding, motocross, and dual sport riding in the early 90s. The XR600R had a functional exhaust system designed for better flow and noise reduction. Riders often upgraded the exhaust for performance gains, though the stock system was already decently efficient for off-road riding. Engine and performance. The XR600R engine was known for producing strong low-end and mid-range torque, which is essential for off-road riding, where bikes frequently encounter obstacles and need power right off the bottom. It was also capable of revving high, making it a versatile engine for a variety of terrains. The XR600R engine was built for off-road performance, where low-end torque is critical. It delivered excellent grunt at low RPM, which is perfect for climbing hills, navigating tight trails, and dealing with technical off-road situations like mud, rocks, or sand. The engine produced good torque at low and mid-range revs, which meant riders didn't need to constantly keep the engine in high revs to get power. From about 3,000 to 6,000 RPM, the engine had a strong usable power band. This is where the XR600R excelled on single-track trails or in the desert, where riders could maintain a steady pace without needing to shift constantly. The mid-range torque made it easier to power through deep sand or over rocky surfaces without bogging down. While the XR600R was not designed for extreme top-end performance like motocross bikes, its engine could rev to higher RPMs for sustained speed, especially on open trails or in desert environments. It wasn't as snappy at the top end as a modern motocross bike, but it offered sufficient high-end performance for a bike designed to handle a variety of off-road conditions, from trails to high-speed desert runs. Suspension. The 1993 Honda XR600R featured a robust suspension system that was designed to handle tough off-road conditions, offering excellent performance on a wide range of terrains, from rocky trails to deep sand dunes. The front suspension of the XR600R offered 11.8 inches of travel, which was generous for off-road riding at the time. This long travel helped the bike handle tough obstacles like rocks, tree roots, and ruts, as well as absorbing the impacts from jumps or hard landings on rugged terrain. The 43mm telescopic fork was the most common design used on off-road bikes of the era. While modern off-road bikes have shifted towards inverted forks, the conventional telescopic fork of the XR600R was still highly effective in its day. This design allowed for a straightforward and reliable damping mechanism, and it was easy to maintain. The front forks were equipped with rebound damping adjustment. This allowed riders to control how quickly the suspension returns to its original position after compression. For example, on softer terrain or slower trails, a slower rebound would prevent the front end from bouncing excessively, while on faster trails, a quicker rebound would allow the front suspension to reset quickly after absorbing bumps. The 1993 XR600R front suspension provided a good balance between comfort and performance. It handled most off-road conditions well, offering a smooth and predictable ride over moderate to rough trails. While the damping may seem basic compared to modern systems, it was more than sufficient for trail and off-road riders of the time. Handling. The 1993 Honda XR600R was designed primarily for off-road use, and its handling was a key factor in its popularity among trail riders, desert racers, and enduro enthusiasts of the time. Its handling characteristics were influenced by a combination of the bike's geometry, suspension, weight, and power delivery. The XR600R had a relatively relaxed steering geometry with a steering rake angle that favored stability over quick turning. This geometry was typical for off-road bikes, where stability in rough terrain was often more important than agility. The longer wheelbase provided added stability, especially at high speeds and in straight-line sections, like when crossing desert or open terrain. The steel frame of the XR600R was designed to offer a balance between strength and flexibility. The frame was stiff enough to provide predictable handling and reduce flex under heavy loads or jumps. yet not so rigid that it became uncomfortable on long rides. The steel construction also provided excellent durability, which was important for off-road riding in harsh conditions. The longer wheelbase and slacker steering geometry meant the XR600R excelled in straight-line stability over rough terrain, but was not as agile or quick in tight turns compared to smaller off-road bikes. This made it an excellent choice for high-speed desert or cross-country racing, but it required more input from the rider when negotiating tighter trails or technical sections.